powerVault is an extension for the Windows PowerShell, and it makes it easy to talk with Vault. After installing powerVault, you can start the PowerShell ISE and get ready. The first thing you have to do is to import the module powerVault. You do this by using this import-module commandlet and giving the name powerVault. So now all the commandlets that powerVault provides are loaded. Which ones are available? Have a look in the command lists. Here you can see the current commandlets that are available with powerVault, and if you click on single one, you can even see the parameters that are required for the coding function. Or if you want to have more details, you can go on the help button. In order to talk with Vault, we have to open a connection to our Vault server, and we do this by using the Open Vault Connection commandlet. So provide the server name, the Vault name, your user and the password, and just execute the line. So what can we do with these commandlets? We can perform a search in Vault and filter by certain properties with certain values, in this case by category name and by the provider. We can execute the search over all folders or just over a specific folder and subfolders. Once we have our files, we may go over these files and, for instance, update the category, some properties, add a comment, change the state, or whatever else. Back in Vault, I can see my files in a given category with the property set and my comment. Another thing I can do is to search for released documents and, for instance, display these into my PowerShell or export them into a CSV file. powerVault can also be helpful for learning the Vault API. Let's say we want to move some files, but we don't know how to do it. So one thing we can do is to start the WAPI trace, which is another free tool from CoolOrange. Go into our Vault, pick the file we want to move, drag it into our folder, and follow inside the Vault WAPI trace the commands that the client is sending to the server. Now in the long list of commands, we will notice two move file actions. So move file is probably the command responsible for moving the file. As we can see, it requires 3 arguments: the master ID of the file, the source folder, and the destination folder. Now, just 2 lines above, we can see that the source path CoolOrange has the ID 2268, while the destination path design has the ID 6. Back to our move file, we can see our file moving from folder 2268 to folder 6. However, we see this second move, which has a different file ID. Well, we see here that this function is retrieving the visualization files, and as we can see, there is a DWF file attached with the ID 2475. So the second move operation, 2475, takes care about the DWF file. Now let's do the same operation with PowerShell. We still have the connection open to our Vault, so we can get our first file. We also retrieve our DWF file. And the nice thing about this file object is that they already expose all the properties available inside in Vault. And even more, for instance, even the full path or just the path. So with the same function as we have seen in the WAPI trace, we can now get the folder by the path for our source and for our target. And now we can execute the command for moving our first file. As powerVault also exposes objects like the $vault, we can now play with the web services and learn how to use them. The powerVault commandlets makes it super easy to work with Vault. For instance, if we have some files that we want to add, we can just use the add Vault file and just provide the local path and the path inside in Vault, and then provide some additional information. In this case, I'm picking up some assemblies from this folder, add them to Vault, and then at the end, I'm also going to set the references. You will notice that the commandlet will also take care about creating the coding folder inside in Vault. But we can also download whole assemblies with one simple commandlet, like the get Vault file. We just provide which file we want to download and provide the download path. As you see, not only the main assembly has been downloaded, but even the coding references. powerVault is part of PowerJobs and PowerGate, and it can be also used inside in Data Standard. With Power Jobs, it becomes very easy to create custom jobs. For instance, if we want to tweak the file name so that the file name will also reflect the revision inside, we can access directly the revision property on the file object. And in case we want the PDF with a certain category, specific properties, and maybe even a specific state, we can just use the update vault file commandlet and do this in one line. As you can see, powerVault can help you to automate some admin stuff, getting more intimate with the Vault API by playing with it, and also create cool jobs in a very simple way. Download powerVault for free and have fun with it.